Yeah, my dear, share. We say, cuss it, Jerry, cuss it. We just wanna get it, we don't wanna trouble. Munya ya, kaya dana scientific. Yeah. Share, Kofi Jama. Aquadaria. Washane mammy, young crowd, any Indian shane singing in the line. And I deep for sharing Hong Kong said, Kumasi dream music or the Beko heaven. Or Beko heaven, a crack or two. Yeah, my dear. Ubuntu, we more tune for at Yasifona and penny for doing a no missy. Clap for Kofi Jama.
Yeah. Sound the chiffon.
Get one record.
So let's do this. When I come with a sauce, with Jana, my soul. Make you born till we fall, make you born till we fall. When I come with a sauce, with Jana, my soul. The swag, that shit. I be getting fly on my chest. I see it, man. When you say cuss, you look cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya kaya dana suya tifu yebe. When you say cuss, you look cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya kaya dana suya tifu.
My brother, move to the top way harder. We the grind out there. Yep, I said get it bigger all night long. All night long. Yeah. Joe, boys and trip, boys and tip. Pulling in the Benz on Jerry, we did it. Mommy from me, I don't think. Since I came, class, I'm dig it. Yeah, one thing. When they got the gang, we pulling with diggits. All and 4 and 2, 7 by my bro. Boys and trip, boys and tip. Pulling in the Benz on Jerry, we did it. Mommy from me, I don't think. Since I came, class, I'm dig it. Yeah, one thing. When they got the gang, we pulling with diggits. All and 4 and 2, 7 by my bro.
When you say cuss, you look cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya kaya dana suya tifu yebe. When you say cuss, you look cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya kaya dana suya tifu.
It go on rough. Street in Achama get to need the beef on a failure. Says yes, I know, but who more than cause went to me and read ya. The firm is a cost will priest here. My guy from Mofana Cobanamiku test here. We paid for attention, but Mujina tease me. One a bit to me and Lydia. We've been doing this best for a while. Once I come and rap a foul, you manage to panty a pressure by foul. Fans are supporting me money how. So when you mean some idea to any, I saw brother made the men's how when a time of Vienna, Miss Wama could we are go send when you fear come inside, outside, a castle. No show me Air Force crew move so many. So tussle, still with the hustle. Second income in my brownie hustle. My G's for Timaba Jama, yeah, the camera. The book of quiet to a Yashawama, Modia, someone on me. I shall come and pesca the Bia minute.
When you say cuss, you look cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya kaya dana suya tifu yebe. When you say cuss, you look cuss. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya kaya dana suya tifu.
Mami soon in the car, but I'm sure you yeah, one thing that shed the bad abras to inside, outside, one side, inside, outside, one side, Mami soon in the car, but I'm sure you yeah, one thing that shed the bad abras to inside, outside, one side, inside, outside, one side, yeah.
Abuzafo ya church obi bia eba ekoso adwumadie iso ene Sunday yi yede bremo ewo OBGH live ewo ha ekoso ene yeba ababedi enkomo ene enkomo na yebedi no very very touching pa ade a ye friend saying koso ewo Ghana ade a edi Ghana enya Ye topic no ene fa nkwala ho sabi obia ni honma wo wiase a ose akwala emfa ne ho anaase ose enye akwala nti na owo ho se wuni eba kra na enye dan a wunua bi ewo ba a ne ho asem ehia wo enye dan a wadamfo bi wo eba a ne ho asem ehia wo sabi se wo Ghana se oni Ghana me pacho ehu hia enu nti no ebeye fe na se ebeye ayi se wode wadwenkyerɛ ebeba ewo dwumadi a ene ye ba bedi ewo OBGH so a ekoso yi yaka se yen ye page we education interaction and information and ya dema ewa ha enu nti ye try se ye de enioma a educated a wonso betimi di bia to adwene mu na eba ye program we so na enemenya ye resource person amana aba be ka me ho ewo dwumadi so oba me introduce no ba for baby a wo bia me chia ba for eba be ka ho ewo dwumadi so ne ba for a social worker ewo US ha nti when it comes to enkwala interaction kwala dwumadi mu a oye technical know how onim enu nti na me invite ne se omra ne yemfa enioma entonsone so US ha enioma efa nkwala ho ye de betonsone so na ya discuss na ya hu ne hu kwan a Ghana de enso esitie na ya hwese ye betimi aka ha wa implementations a eboa US ma enkwala eye yeden omo etimi become empanimfo in a good society manner no ya hwese ye betimi aka ho asem na ye betimi aka yinim say ye can normally ne ya na entai enko baabia but you don't know where video ebekwa kopie ebia ne nam me video yi anase enam that program we so ne ye besesa ne oma bi anase enkora yi edie eba behia Ghana minim say enkora yi edie hia wo mo but the question aye busa kaka ne say effective wo ha na ye wo loss bebre ne wo Ghana e protect enkola for that matter no but emusan na ye very effective wahunu say sa law we de ade we asi ame de aye adwuma ade being selective na omo ye selective justice na wo ho ana ne nyina ye bedi ho nkomo ene ama watie no ewo wasum menka se sabi emfa ho esan se asembia ni ho a emfa nipa ho esan se when it comes to enkola issue a se wonwu bi sesi a wonwu bi na daache wo bewu bi enti hunu ekwan a wo betimi afaso na wayima wakola uba anase wunua anase wonana bi abringing eho ahia ho eno nti nene ye ba betena ha na ye bebiebie ya no na aja ye di eho nkomo amana benefit ye nyina Samuel Tachi mema akwaba Samuel Tachi mema akwaba medase se wo hwe abusuafo wo hwe no so wo se topic no enyansa sem wom na se to wa adwemu dia ene na wa share e wo Facebook page why ama obi enso so aba invite obi no ma meka ho na afi enso so wama bomodna mayesa like ne love ni bi me pacho no wa miemie bi so e de amaye na ni nyina ayefe enu nti no moma yenko na yentie enwom we free Thomas Frimpong ho ye ba ye betan atoa dwumadie no eso nyina eye me pacho moma yentie enwom we kakra e free Thomas Frimpong ho me pamcho me Thomas Frimpong anyumi ewe bisa vomo vanche mina sometimes ne ya na dwumadi na ye di ne ye de yi na edi nti sometimes no wo ho abun se ne oma no aye ye friend sen oh na anyumi afa Beatrice me chiao Beatrice gonu mame me chiao I hope say ho ye bibia aye kama why I hope say ho ye anyum no me pese me bono me hu baby a enyom no sisia de afa because na me born sisia ade bi na edamakoma so say wo senka me bo sa anyom no but without doubt no o de yenkoso na mehwehwe minim de ntia enyom no me ye madwen se afa me ba bebo no afa minim baby a afa but e was me pena me bo because ade bi a eye enyoma eye fine minim de ntia apɛ baabi na afa but moma me hwɛ sɛ mehu no wɔ ha why moma me hwɛ because me pɛ sɛ yɛtie lyrics na ɛwɔ mu no kɛkɛ me pɛ sɛ yɛtie mu kakra why me pɛ sɛ yɛtie lyrics no ɛno ne ho hia okay ɛnɛ wɔ ha no mama me hwɛ sɛ bɛba
Finding savings in your prescriptions can get confusing.
Advert in a boya ebeba said me kan no bomodna netonsa efre obi. Why? So bomodna netonsa frɛ obi na ombra. Ne ye nyina ye medi dwumade we. Because ene saa ayi we ehun hia saa topic we ehun hia papa. Menka memmu nua ngu asum. Memmu nua ngu asum se enkola ehun asem ehia wo de a. Was a saa topic we obomodna se obetie. Was a sa your friend is saying, Udo who Jim. For why Jenny Brady, Unimuno, the patcho, and also I was out to me a babeca. It's answer ye, here, Munina Marjorie, a quiet bit me a fasso, na ye pushy, ama Ghana, and call ye de Aya Ghana, your friend is saying, Aya Crabbeche, ewo Ghana. Because as Pembe Brain, Yana Ghana, you and call ye de me who say here is a moment in you know.
Da 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 da. Yeah, I'm ready no baba, oh, that's it, yeah, I'm ready no baba, yeah, I'm ready no baba, oh, that's it, yeah, I am no mental. Yeah, I love for them. I am a mental. Yeah, I hope for them. But mental. Be a obio. Our mental. I'm sorry, I'm so. Rasha Senu. Yeah, back up. I will see about that's a people contact when Jenny, my yes, your bonnet fight. Yeah, I'm ready no bad. I'm ready no bad. Oh, that's an yeah. I'm ready no bad. I'm ready no bad. Oh, that's an yeah. I am a mental. Yes, I have done for Bintem. I am a mental. Yes, I will be a human. Oh, mental. Yenya botre o anentiasie umenya adama yawo yamrietia wasasiso mama yensano yafanya papa ebisi babo konta weja neni ma yensi abone fache yana do yehu every side I'm ready no baba on the same Yahoo, I'm ready no baba I'm ready no baba Muni I'm ready no baba on the same Yahoo, I'm ready no baba yeah I'm ready no baba on the same Yahoo, I'm ready no baba I'm ready no baba Muni I'm ready no baba on the same Yahoo. And then you again you done you second you yeah I'm ready no baba and then you again you done you how did you I'm ready no baba I'm ready what's a sister no my answer no Yafanya papa na siebebo konta wejane ni ma yensi abone fanja yana do yewe yeah I'm ready no baba oda senye ya hubo
Emre no beba, munye emre no beba. Oda senye, yawa. Emre no beba, emre no beba, yeah. Emre no beba, oda senye, yawa. Abaka wonko, emre no beba, munye emre no beba. Oda senye, yawa. Enemy, identity, autonomy, security. Ow, Emre no beba. Enemy, identity, autonomy, amudini. Oh, Emre no beba. Emre no beba. Munye, Emre no beba. Oda senye, yawa. Yawa. Emre no beba. Yeah, Emre no beba. Oda senye, yawa. And I know back I won't go. Emre no beba. Munye, Emre no beba. Oda senye, yawa. Emre no beba. Emre no beba. Yeah, Emre no beba. Oda senye, yawa. I know back I won't go.
For a new namutie, no, every Thomas Frimpon or say Emreno a beba. I for a year was set, see, Ebia winnie ba, and I say, a year was set, Ebia, Obai, we are sent a wango, enti a colabia, wasem, and foul, but trust me, say Emreno, a beba. Amana foul, and Untino, but what na say, would the a begisa, ye program ye, and Ned Diano Crano, Tituno. Adia ehuhia me pese wodo hu jim bomod na ne share why share na obi enso emra na ye nyina yemfa dwumadie no enhihye so na yeni ehon komo because adie we adia edi Ghana enkola enya yo momme yem frase yesi ebusa se your children's right ewo Ghana no adwuma na se adwuma is it effective? Say effective dia. Say NC working ewo Ghana. A kwan be so na adwuma ewo Ghana. Titi mbacho titi mefro back why me life mefro back me dasi titi me dasi me life mefro back me pacho. No vanchame. Swati ase. Ena yesan ebusa se. Eden adie and idea na a constitutes a child's right na wo Ghana no. Eden a category ben a fall a ma ye hu sa kwala we no the right ni. Ye busa. Enkwala ye ball mu hu ban wo Ghana. Ye wonu ma bebre wo se ye busa. Me guest no I ready intimate no baso. Shalom kwansa mache. Before my main phone can I feel so before why ready, right? My thumbs up okay. All right. Before Mwakwaba.
Yeah, Joe Penny.
Na bibia boko de.
Onyamiadum bibia boko.
Yeah, the radiasi and I am a de say what you have coming some match watch it. Means program we but macho pass some the over life there be but them say na what time or no Emma Quentin. I am a de se me nyam na waba be coming ho ne ye ba ababedi enkwala eho enkomo na ba for we me kasa we social worker e we US ha enti nkwala ho asɛm de wadi bia waye bia wadi nkwala achi wunim wo ma wankasa nso wo ma what you say now me wo couple of videos bi a mebo ansa na ye be begin no me wo couple of videos bi a mebo ye behwe sa video no ni mienu nyina ye hwe ni mienu nyina awia na afi ye begin your conversation no na ye begin ni ya hwe aha minim so wo ba for wo US ha me so me wa ha bi yen hwe children's rights away US ha ne the way almost the year adwuma na yen fa toto Ghana ho na ye musa ye ho say Ghana omo children's right no is it effective ana minim sa wo stories be bra obetimi aka about nkwala de ye nkwala wo US ha ama nipa no se de kwan a ye de ne fa so no ye bibiti akwala no se de de fa so minim se wo bi a obeka e de a tie for ama ye tie but for then no me pese ye be hwe ye video ya ansa enti after see ye be hwe video na wie no na ye friend say ya ba na ya beka first one no sa video we no ye friend saying maami bi a oye presenter a o interview minim say about social media a o interview akola ne yenhwe kwan a osi ede akola ne fa so ne sene osi ene akola ne communicate asepanimu na yenhwe ade ma men share we ewo ha na afi ye na ya toa so enti abusuafo monhwe ne ye pamcho a monhwe ade no eyie na muntie me bese mutie eye me yase mintimi nkata akwala we animu mintimi but I just want us to learn from the way I see treating kwala wa Ghana enti mpese mutie ne ye pa me pamcho abusuafo ti munye aso mebo na kakra bi na yetie mupacho muntie
ni enka jewda
no ma ka chile
nti ko ye so no mse de a ni se metimi aba
acha
nede
acha
nede ne tise de ene wo ni esichile na nede
esichile
wa full bodies wonim se kontonwa wo ka che me se edie na okodi ene de se esichile wo obi se nkan ya dokon wati
Fox 97.1.
who can say
I'm gonna form 2
JHS
yes
na akola abranti ya wona ne ekotwe nkuna mo ye de na mutimi nim sa right mama kwa ho so na me nkodi ko na what's the friend say
okay mame and stop it and no from aha mame and stop it and no from her na but for yensan call another your friend is a video way and so but say me bo video ni nyina we me wi ana ye din komo me pacho just in case say me san go back to say me bo video ni bi my be san ko but then no me mo we so ewo aha na ye nyina ye ntie na ye nhwe me pamcho okay mumientie we so
we secretly filmed this homeless child on the street of Accra, ShopRite. In this episode, the Bernabe Discovery team confronted him, and this is what he said.
Let me just say what for 40. You should do about much. Number 10 years. No matter who never. That payment and so. I'm never paid Dawale. I'm never paid Dawale. Now, Papa for me squat. I look at all movie. We shall not find the says to Dana. Discuss Miss Lao Mamma to tell me. I want my boy, my boy, mamma. You are once the boy, 2 see the boy, 3 see the boy, 5 see the boy, 20 down another amount. A day long time, with Timina 20 and 30 Ghana and I 40 Ghana. If there's a Scania 30 Ghana, with the 20 Ghana, what to tsunami dancing night.
okay babo yentimi emono ni nyina too much saa enti no kakra bi a mepese yebebo na afe yakoye dwumadi na nkasa so no na your friend saying mabo bafo yemfa your first video na me boy no because answer na no mebusa say bafo your children's rights ewo Ghana eye adwuma minim say US ha ye will be wa ha eno de eye adwuma papa your children's rights ewo Ghana eye adwuma.
About your answer, no, me answer that question. Me person me introduce me who kakra on.
Me pacho kwa so me
Okay, you know, your friend me bafo, you know. My year Juma with New York City Administration for Children's Services. Me 17th year muni. Na me adwuma na me ye no. Me investigate child abuse cases, allegations of child abuse or neglect or maltreatment cases. Na my year Juma na chekakra. Now, I've seen a lot of things. I see a lot of things. Now, by America, we have policies and protocols. Now, when you ask the question about Ghana now, yes, they have an institution now, which is social welfare. It is on paper. Constitution is supposed to say, ensure the safety and welfare of all children in Ghana. Now, in a nutshell, Nubisame say, based on two videos here, I was showing you. Let me catch you say but we can go into details. Near breaking it down. That is the basic answer I can give you for now. Or person me elaborate, me elaborate.
Me pacho kosuma me.
Okay. Me pacho under the Constitution of Ghana, no. It is the responsibility of the government to protect children. And your government, and as Abana said, yes, sir. Ubia or under 18 biano, they are considered as a child or a minor. Abana said yes, sir. Or making sure, sir, the safety and welfare. Mr. Muyala mo found chamika krabofono. You better trust the tree be frafra. Abana said yes, sir. Akrano safety and welfare is always on point. It doesn't matter where the child is. But here is the case, sir. Ghana, no. We have different institutions like social welfare. They are responsible for children and women affairs. And so no, I don't think so it's working because the second video now will show you no. Me who say 2 police officers be a car no omoko. So that's here. It's like they walk past the child that he's laying on the street. Now, ya the America hana. Ubi or law enforcement officer or police officer, ubi or your doctor, ubi or your social worker, ubi or your teacher, and as ubia or your juma bia, public services biano. You're from mandated reporters. Mandated reporter, and then they say, when you see something it is considered as a child abuse and as a neglect, you have to act immediately. Now here's the case, police inform me, no, they just walk past a 14-year-old laying on the street. Omafani say, and you but a son say, yeah, your constitution, or the same is supposed to mandate public servants like police officers, teachers, social workers, any other public servants, to report certain things, to ensure, say being kwala. As I said, that law is not being enforced. Police, I don't think the law enforcement officers, they know they are mandated reporters, and I say they can react or respond to a situation like this. And because report to a man. We don't have a system where it will investigate child abuse, neglect, or maltreatment cases like this. We don't have a system, and I say, system in place, say you who be like this, you bet me a report to the social welfare department. Now we don't have unit, and as a unit, they can step in, pick up this child, investigate a little bit, figure out who is the mother, who is the father, where is this child coming from. And then no by street anymore. We don't have a system. It will check all these things. For example, first video now boy. Why na di akra no e call radio station ho. Any mommy and I say any papa. So I say, okay, the papa no di akra no call radio station for the child to be abused. No. Thank you, we will hold that person accountable. Radio station not only just holding them accountable, say, we will take them to court and persecute the case. So we don't have a system. Also, everything is connected, and I say, should I say, interrelated, and I say intertwined. The minister in charge of communication. Why will you even? There is no sanity in most of these radio stations. You've given these people the licenses, but then no, express any discretionary like for example, would you collab radio station as a TV so now what show your face, and you are also being unprofessional. So, the communication minister, no, and I say, our Ministry of Communication now, they are supposed to ensure, say, there is sanity in that media and communications sector. No. They are not doing their work. So, if they are doing their work, Anka BB say, no, they will sanction that radio station. They will immediately connect to social welfare for. They will step in, take the child, and then the process will work. And then the court, which is the judiciary, they will step in and they will persecute. So I say, law enforcement, not the judiciary will persecute. Now, the executive, which is the presidency, but to me, Ghana, they have all these things on paper. And they have Department of Social Welfare, Children and Women Affairs. They are just there on paper. They have a minister. Initiative effective to ensure they are being cared for. You see children on the street begging for money. You see children on the street being taken advantage of. Yet you see a minister, police officer, civil servants, baby, no more. There is nothing in place to ensure, which is the future of the nation, they are being taken care of. If you want to know the future of any country, look at how the government, or should I say the system, cater for children, women, and the elderly.
Okay.
See here, Ghana, any system will be effective for protecting the safety and the welfare of the child, because a child from 1 day old to 17 years old. Any system will be protecting the elderly. And we don't have system. They will have it on paper, but we don't have system will be protecting the welfare of women. But what you say? Center minim say yes, a department to be a friend of those who they're supposed to take care of.
Children's and whatever gender affairs or gender ministry, they have those things there.
They have it on paper, they have a ministry, but what are they doing? Not only that, I also question, do they have the resources to do what they're supposed to do? Do they have the resources to recruit people? Do they have the foresight, almost that vision now? I also, yes, creative those who name what you know in just the capital and also the capitals of the state, even though abuse no call be above the capital and the rural areas, Foresight be no more to create an organization go through all Ghana. I know so crowd a bit more creative jobs. Now help us solve these problems.
But for
Africa is struggling.
Mami cancer, Mami Busa was anyway, because recently I ready and we say yes, a sikabi ama akwalabia or I'm saying no onya sika emfa your hospital bills. And na sa akode akotua sa sika no. After say me say yes sa akode akotua sa sika no. Me hu say ministry na bamu process akwala ne maame. De koba ye ne say ese na maame no enua ensuo. Ena se na akwala ne ye den so ye den na okokoto ensuo no na ohyehyɛ ye. Say yes minister no your friend is saying the necessary authorities now almost take care of nkola na bamu omo process akola ne mame e de na court all because they say this is the kind of a negligence and I mean say ekwapem polo so ekokọ yiye ne ho de kire ne ba eno nso so no ye ma ye hu omo ba mu authorities omo ba mu e be ka se ya chia ekwapem polo a ye pese ye de ne koto you prison because of the and he said exposure nebano to indecent your friend is saying exposure whatever it is. Now all these things Jeremy say are they being selective say the ebeba out now ebeba be popular because they say you know before say akwadia nkwa nkotua say sikana and I really don't think it's like a beba public the money can nipa krampo ka omu krampo eni achiri. That means I didn't know but they are being selective in doing their job nana. And I said they just don't care at all. They beba public eye no I don't know hunu efa ho asemeka.
Onyankopon Nhyira Sarkodie and the likes of Sarkodie, they step in to take care of some of these victims. That is what I call them. Akolani a victim. Bikrani maame ni pokra na yakwakoche ne kra no. For all you know, no so you're a victim of a situation B. Into the amano are affecting her or behave the way and as all treaty are crying the way or treating no. So what they are saying. Until Onyankopon Nhyira Sarkodie and the likes of Sarkodie, they always step.
But as a matter of fact, no, maame na said that. Say or no one should share egu akwala ne so yes na nkos ahwehwe no esija so e na akwala no momu kokoto mu. So
and I make her say okay. And I make her say maame no cry for all you know or a victim of situation, victim of circumstances. For all you know no or a single mother there is no help. So for all you know no or a single mother or a very overwhelmed, she don't know what to do to take care of the child. For all you know no or a single mother Abia was so overwhelmed to the extent say if the system or the social welfare could have stepped in, they could have given some preventive services. Also, they make problems, but some problems are making no. It me create a jumama youth near say jumani hono. Absolutely. Even though they're trying to persecute the woman or the mother as a scapegoat, there is a big picture or there is an underlying condition as to why mamelen timian supervise akran year or akran koto nso mo hyehye no. So what they are saying. Now, sa case here waka no. There are thousands of those cases in Ghana. Ba ko pa na mienu pe bi na beba media no. Na sense beba media no. These people will feel say, oh, we are obligated to do something because it's on the social media or it's in the public domain. So we have to act as if we're doing something. And on that question say what the bandage to a cruise without treating the wound. It's like putting the bandage on an old wound without really treating the old wound. And yes, so what I say, there has to be systems in place. Social welfare for government to be about no minister of gender, women and social welfare and as a children. But they are not just say, with all due respect, so resources are fine, but they don't even have the vision to create institutions effective to take care of some kwala. Because you always say you are reacting based on when something happened. It's not a good way of doing things. You have to be proactive. Meaning, say, you put measures in place just in case. And most of child abuse, neglect cases, and maltreatment cases, most of them, and not intentional. So what they are saying. And some of them are intentional. But if you have preventive services and also you have measures in place, can reduce some of these problems, But I say there is a minister, something happened, no more by media, no more be treated that particular family, But that particular child, as I'm not there are several thousands. The same time when I told baby, only say it is not in the public domain. And you know, with all due respect to all the Ghanaian government, nobody, not a single government, watching from afar, has been able to come up with any initiative for Biana. It will help, fight the safety and welfare of a child. There is no measures in place that effectively, ensure the safety and welfare of Nkwala Omo Ghana. Nothing. I don't care what they say. They might have it in the constitution, which is the law of the land. But based on the street children and how we see it on the social media, they begging money and all those kind of things. Look, we have those problems in the United States here, but there are measures in place that we don't allow it to go to that extent. What you say? Because at the end of the day, Akran always street now on school, or he will turn into a criminal, and then not be a problem. At the end of the day, some of these children, they have talent, they have giftings, they are victims of circumstances, they are victims of situations, they are victims of a single mother home, a single parent home. So what I say, into what I need to say, statistically, if you be many papa any money and a drink kakra, if you be there is a father, there is a mother, a crown upbringing is totally different, and then the support of the community needs to also help. So, for the social welfare, as a matter of fact, for the government, they're just making these appointments, putting people in these ministries and institutions, and for them not to even put effective measures in place to curb these problems. Policies bang to ensure the safety and welfare of children in Ghana. Apart from what you need, those how are they resolving it? Can't they see, say, okay, who created Waju office or one district, and one region? It is not enough, because the problems is not happening in just the region. It's happening in the outskirts of those particular regions in any other. So create 1 or 2 offices be fine. But American, we don't play with the elderly. Majority of Sika the government is spending is on the elderly, it's on the children mostly. Okay, it's on the protect our society, and they put measures in place. And no man now a creating numa. So what I say, and policies now we have in place. Say case be bad. That's the head. This particular policy is not working effectively. Then we restructure. Throughout all the 50 states in pretty much we operate about the same. Say in a case, we say now we have to take the case to court, or we take the case to court. Okay, if we have to put services in place, we put services in place. Some of the services include housing. 10-year-old, they are ultimately free. The capital, every street boy saying, how is he feeding himself? Where is he sleeping? Only God knows. Obi molested now. You see, it's a whole lot of things. And papa, where are they? Okay, and accountability banner. District and I said region now currently free hobayano. There is a regional minister. Saying, you see, all these people have these positions. They are not doing what they're supposed to do. They are occupying the space, but they are not creating any initiative. But you know what? The problem is, you come for Ghana for, with all due respect, they don't know what their right is. Into mediocrity be and I say mediocre services be and I say mediocre regional minister and I say government did no. If they know, say, I'm entitled to this, I voted for this change or that changer, they will hold them accountable. But they don't know any better. And they have accepted that mediocre way of governance. They have accepted that mediocre way of being treated. And they don't get nothing. At the end of the day, they will vote for these same people who don't have any foresight. It's not about money. It's about having that foresight, having that vision, creating something, putting some policies in place, creating certain offices, and yeah, they are there. So I see him. But the citizens are content, I guess. They are content with what is going on. At the end of the day, they will go MPP, NDC, no matter what just like that, and there's nothing changed. And they have accepted that mediocre way of governance. And if say Obi treat too badly, now say you don't ask for change. How do you expect change to happen? But at the end of the day, it's affecting the future of the nation because the children are our future.
But for idea, I say both political parties now, Ghana now, the mainstream political parties now, there be our baby ready. Let's say quote unquote their manifesto. Person of the edge. Minim baby that manifesto no edia to say aha. Sad dear way and as our policies is saying they about to move for. And kola I be protecting kola bia omo Ghana nina. But in Nipana omotic Ghana and my moon question they don't have any kind of a debate. Be as okay, Makika way na Argentina and kola one some dear and who hiamo ewo no ma J agumu just like that is say omonko and no no me did say but for US high way school basa ede enkola eco school US enkola no mo frɛ or mo say omo ye cargo mo na ye a year omo ba u protect wo ade a ye valuable wo cargo mu a u protect sa ade no enti de minim say wonim me so minim say se basa no gina say ye fa enkola e wo kwan ho a wo car na wudi akiri a wo ye private car or whatever car wudi akiri bia no uni ho right say obe eyi afa ho na wetwa sa school bus ni mu ede akọ wo ye sa ade no na said bus driver no efre na ye report wa ye be chew ye be jailu because you are risking kola ne life for say one way ya ubetumi ayeden aku akola o twa kwan mu yemra Ghana. But for me, a program be a time ago. Akola or 13 years. And I say or and a penny more or what 28 years a friend. No. So imagine kota diam ren. Or kota dia na or den buy or the brand no. Na or the nako shed demu a repino. Emma akola or 13 years no enyemoye. Emma yet the better social media so na ye canasem. Ya who penny mu ya who police for omu to di animu se sa kwala we wa ye ni sei enti no wo bo panimu ni din wa boni din so ate ase wa boni din se nipa so masi na ye mesa se police for kwachi no se ya kwachi no akwala no wase akwala ne life ama akwala ne life abeye ye friend sen obe anhweye no okowo a obetumi ewu ewo honomo ba for aha se wan kasa wo ba ebie na no wo ye adwuma na me kasa wo ye adwuma se wan kasa wo ba bie na no e ka kire anim se even where you inside the channel to keke krampo na o wa asem e dia implementation pa na betimi dia gu akwan mu wo Ghana ama nkwala ho ye die atimi ahia empanimfo na wo Ghana no anasa omoma no enru any bottom part of the life ni binintino omonfa ho ana.
First of all, no, we have to start holding people accountable, starting from the top, from the presidency coming down. Nobody hold nobody accountable. Anna, citizen phone with all due respect, it been my partisan politicians, and as a partisan politics, no mudi MPP, NDC, whatever party, no mudi actually. Like I said, they don't know better. They don't know what is good for them. Intino, Oma accepting mediocre biya. Second of all, no. Sa Department of Children and Child Welfare and as a social welfare in Ghana, no. They need to create offices, not only in just the regions, no, but in every district biya, no. Also, creating one a district office be like they don't have a proper child protective services or Ghana. They don't have proper child protective service agency be Ghana. Every region Biano should have a child protective office at the main region, and every district Biano also could at least district Nisusun. Yeah, the Halokra, yeah, locality. But every district Biano, at least they need to have one child protective office and as a unit in one district, and they should have one in the main region. Now, almost say there is no employment. You know, this particular idea making they can come for loans and create these things because a country like United States, who can say, who better will establish a new child protection services are. As I say, almost don't quarantine. No, almost spending billions of dollars on a yearly basis to protect the children. No, they will give you a loan, and I say, almost betting grandma grant to say, establish something. To go bet me creative regional offices, or bet me creative district offices. No more far or the same, or more graduates here or more real school. Young now or more training or more as to how they can initiate or start a child abuse investigation. Look, you move you how I hear you manache. You bet me a volunteer. Mimi say so come best sponsor baby I made that not baby I made dinner they no must sponsor me family. I can volunteer, draft a policy for them. I can volunteer and teach some of these people. I didn't perfect because we don't the address system in Ghana and you're good. But we can draft something out of what we have here and with our experience and our education. I guarantee you, sir, Mrs. Uncle for women, some leaders, no, some visionary. They could have done this long time ago. Now creating employment, now protecting the safety and welfare of the children. Even Chroma Bukra, we don't have workers. So, and you know, they can create regional offices to start with, to begin with. You know, they can create regional offices for child protective services under the Department of Social Welfare and Children. No, so what you here, and then now Omasha say drafted basic. You bet me help them. You be a bit me help them. Yeah, drafting basic policies be and protocols be, and then we test it. You be a pilot project to be one district to be and I say one region be, then we will test it. Now, you shall say recruit to, you know, college students, you might be say many way, no. Now you train you more, you will see certain things will be working in place. I'm coming back to case now kind about a 13-year-old now, 27-year-old raped that child, you know.
Right.
Wouldn't baby. First of all, Chroma say in your case be say sometimes you know and request sometimes a lie. But I have 24 hours to make a contact. The very moment Obiba report to Wiyama police, you know, immediately the police needs to contact the state to report that allegation of abuse, neglect, or maltreatment. And I say rape. Omo report to ya address of the victim now, and I say the case will come to that particular zip code, and I say locality, no, and local district, no. If the case come to my desk, now me mean your case now. Within 24 hours, I am mandated, I am obligated to make some kind of contact, whether phone call, face-to-face visit, or a video call, to contact the family to establish, say, I am mandated to see the child within 24 to 48 hours. I am also obligated to ensure that hospital, I'm here exams, medical exams near the day. I am also obligated to ensure, say, a free BB law enforcement referral. Cases like this, you know, we need the detectives to near together. And you know, say case need from one about you and from one about you. I am obligated to contact them, say, listen, this is an allegation that I have. I want you to be on the alert. We might be making an arrest. And you know, sometimes we need to be making an arrest before we continue the investigation because we don't know whether the suspect did it or didn't do it. But all the time, we believe the statement of the child to ensure to be on the safer side. They say maybe the child was abused or touched or maltreated or neglected. So they say we always believe that child because you know, the child is my client. My job is to ensure the safety and welfare of the child. Period. You know, Me, no, I always give the child the benefit of the doubt and start my investigation. So I say, I don't need beyond reasonable doubt to prove a child abuse case. I always believe the child, and most of the time, they don't lie. But here is the case: a 13-year-old, while reported to be 27-year-old, arrested, the police didn't do nothing about it. Okay, the regional minister didn't do nothing about it. Nope. A whole social welfare national did not do nothing about it. The radio station on report to it is not their responsibility to follow up, but at least they are also part of that group now from mandated reporters. You're supposed to report to an institution, but here is the case that the institution is non-existent anyway because no more creating organ and me. They have the social welfare there, but they don't have measures in place. They don't have policies effective. I'm talking about effective policies to fight the safety and welfare of the child in the country. They don't have it. They have it on paper. They have it in the constitution, but they don't have nothing working effectively. They don't have workers. Yet we have unemployed graduates in Ghana. Yet we're supposed to have a president. Yet we're supposed to have a minister of communication, minister of social welfare. Yes, we're supposed to have regional ministers. Yes, we're supposed to have a police station Biano. I believe Ghana police station Biano. We have an officer in charge of child welfare. So, Papa, but the whole system in here overhauling the whole system they need like an effective policy be and they need an accountability be just to start something. One person munya you bet me aboom you be bet me aboom he onim Ghana for yes adwuma ya me yi bebre kwa some of us they been my rank ya you want panifo bebre kwa wo mu maybe I'm below the ranks crowd but you Ghana for ni bia rank in different managerial supervisory positions sometimes we talk, and sometimes sometimes Ghana we talk, oh, what can we do to help? But frustration, your background frustration will be frustrated. We have the men here. We have the men here. We have the men here. But as I said, the system don't work into the brain drain. So, into the other side, I didn't hear.
But my ready your friend is saying messages kakra, but for my uncle for the messages about my ready kakra, not your fee and twaso. Shalom, or first of all, the first shalom the by or say, there is no child right in our place there. Okay. And it is so shameful to talk about these things from our place. Very sad. I mean Ghana and no. And I also the baby must say, this is the reason why we are telling our leaders to stop using our money to buy jets, rent jets, etc. Because and no matter be or no my bit me was about for please call me. I have a similar case to discuss with you in America. My sister is having the same problem from your place. Okay. Shalom, we are a bit me near CB or bit me a contact nowhere. And I be must say it is a shame to see all these things. Oh, okay. Wait. Shalom, as our people have no future. Empty brains, Banku brains can never build system. Okay. Hey, Shalom, and there was it? Was it there? Hey, wait there, sir. Okay, my main try na main was a man penny for no binum nyansa kakrak. Why? Okay, therefore, your friend says, Shalom, Mr. Yana, what did you attempt to kakra edia my why? Also, therefore, will help us to know all these things. Therefore, nyame into unkwa emu. Okay. Or no be mu aha or say therefore help us to know. Okay, but no one am reading no. Miss Gonu or the bio. I said the government give these cheap radio stations who don't have no useful content. The only thing they do is to bring kids to humiliate them for the government to be collecting taxes. Okay, yeah, the Bibri Abba Shalom Ahabim was say we can use our chiefs cranes to send message to our various towns and villages to aware of the child rights. Where is the future of our people? We need to help our kids. Madam Bid by Bimosi Shalom Kwansan, they will never listen to him. What happened to Dr. Solomon Owusu, the mining engineer? He wanted to educate the government about our Galamsey water pollution, but at the end, he became a target. Okay. Prince Ado, Memao Akwaba also said the public system is in Ghana don't like change. Okay. Because it can't say a bit to me, I'm a chiefs, you know, abemuno mo aka and same way. Therefore, minim say a krumu hono, sebi say, assembly say ba, yinko fie no, adia, kugana. A better yet, me a massa system we pa, a free sadia no, emu, I say yinko fie na yankana. Me pacho,
Ghana hono, enyejuma. Saya mindset no nim say omudi bia ba America ha so. Na oh yeah. My Ghana for cases baby. My Ghana for cases baby. So make me my examples be you will be shocked. I mean, my Ghana for cases baby.
Yeah.
Na the atiani say. On here there and I said the chiefs you know. They are running their towns or their villages or their region, which is fine. But and you on here and running the nation in total. They don't have this education that we have. They don't have this exposure that we have. They don't have this professional or technical knowledge that I'm talking about here. And you know here they are no be sebi you I him funki to be mpokra na wakako touch akola be inappropriately. Ombe ni katasu mumu into here ntimi nya ho hwe. So we have to hold the government accountable. We have to hold them accountable because social welfare for no initiative to ensure the safety and welfare of a child. And yes, our crab be a social media. No matter camera see almost no matter resolve BB said BB. There are thousands and thousands of children being abused and maltreated in Ghana every day. Yet there are thousands and thousands of unemployed graduates in Ghana. We can recruit them, we can train them, we can put them to work. And so they don't have this vision. This vision. No. So, my member, that first video, no, so I Obi. Me pacho, senke krom ha. We would like to know. Then akwali call radio station. One didn't call radio station.
As a matter of fact, and so bo a unique check a cry. Say ne me akwala ne mame na de ne call radio station or all because say akwala na nyem. So what you say on it obi anyem wanyem. Ena ye de no akọ no mu all because says nipa na one nyem ye na busuafo share akwala no se metie kwa achire no se me bokwa achire na that is the reason why on say no because some of these radio stations na to omo ho asi was as if say omo di awaresem as if say omo ka ensem ema enkwala na omo ntimi enye den yeah abuse wo omo and all that stuff so say no bi ena de ne kosie ekokopi
me ba cho mamento aso. Radio station they are doing a very good job. So by bringing some of these exposures. But the truth of the matter is, it is not their responsibility. Okay. Radio stations first of all, they are trying to bring these issues up. But professionally, you are not supposed to expose a minor in the public domain, especially in situations like this. So the same thing applies to asophobia. Some time ago, almost sorry, I know we didn't collaborate. TV so say way by four. Why I say some kwasi some no more mean to sebi. And then you have a minister of communication, the government allowing some kwasi way to go on. And radio stations, first of all, it is not their responsibility to expose these things, but some of them are doing a good job by bringing light to it. They are not obligated to do that. It is the obligation, it is the responsibility, it is the duty of the government, it is the duty of the social welfare of Ghana to ensure, say, every single child in Ghana is protected. So I just say now radio station no Saudi akwala ebeba to talk about these issues katana nim kura kakra sebi. Second of all, maame na odi ne call ho no senke ekrom ha di odi nanim e ma ne di call no ye bechi maame no ye bechi ma di odi nanim no so oba na o interview akwala na odi na tem no in America ha no she is creating what we call remember an allegation be a friend of emotional and psychological abuse.
Yes.
First of all, no, the child is a victim of circumstances or a minor. Anna, for all you know, no, she was raped and that's how she got pregnant. So, mommy no don't know any better until you feel say or they call radio station just to get help. Not knowing say or say a chronic dachi. Okay, fine. But here is the case, say systems in here juma. Effective immediately now. Come we interview now, police they will pick up the mother, they will pick up the radio person who interview. No? We will hold them because more information because we will hold them and they will pick up the child near their chronicle baby, near interview in details, and then we will figure out who impregnated this girl. So or a minor, fine, we will see what we have to do about it. Or over 18 years, we will arrest that person near check a statutory rape and as a statutory rape. And then we will put measures in place. And then we will put measures in place to the extent say, the services. Bibi, this is system Bibi. Hospital it is the responsibility of the doctor to call. Social welfare say, hey, I have a minor who gave birth here. The doctor is a mandated reporter. So the doctor, the nurses, the social workers in the hospital, it is their responsibility to ensure say akrano minor now ababa interview no man who impregnated her, how long no I impregnated, one on anything, the situation and everything. Now come out report to my social welfare. But here is the case, say social welfare don't have a system, a child abuse investigation or follow up. Here is the case, say they don't have the offices in the districts or even the regions now. You can report cases to her. You will have people to go to these individual homes to start the investigation and even put services in place. But what I say, it is systems in there and yajuma because hospital now feeling one. What did the doctor do besides giving birth to the helping the child deliver? So nurses social worker bibi obi because they are mandated reporters. But here's the case, the system new program they make a mandated reporters ne krano e bi krana and aban panimfo no krano and more madwirimu. So every public servant be an be or medical field, and as a social welfare field, and as a teacher, a police officer, or a mandated reporter. So I just say now me say report to crowd my one. Where is the systems?
That's the case.
So Anna yeba TV so national television and nyoma politicians for weekend. These are some of the things they need to throw light on. Say so when you see a child abuse or a neglect and I say a suspicion or something like that, call this number, toll-free number. We don't have the system. Obi, we don't have the system. Almost all no mabe jono mu Jimmy Ghana for no. Essence almost no like they accept mediocrity no. They accept just mediocrity no. BBI or MPP and this no but they are not getting what they are voting for. So I just say, and I'm saying, Obi, yemubu waha, yeah, Jumanache. Not only that, we have the education to back it up. But Cruz we come be frustrated and become BBI. Yemubi beti me help mo. We can help them draft policies. We can help them. Beti me setting up pilot project. And so I'm be frustrated. I'm telling you the truth. That is why Yemubi.
That means that some penny for Nankasakran. I don't know, so almost percent mine coso, and I say a child welfare no, and who here almost said the Omunimuna or more patch than Nana because so be why idea nas or perso de ba. Nasa more frustrating panisa on yet a Juman can be our perso ye because a young kwana oka a instance is be required or be idea now because it's here and Obi better miss your friend is saying Gonuba better or Hanamono say. even the galamsey cause you crowd be the idea buyer or no crampo no say or no about a target I friends yes I target na tata no
Obi, so when your party member, when your party affiliate, they will not or the same support you. Now, Obi, me the last time I met about Ghana was 96 as a saying. So that was the last time I met about Ghana. So, but the you may be a coso. The knowledge that we have acquired, the experience that we have, the education that we have. You bet me, I help Ghana. I just taking initiative, building policies. Be what the answer say pilot project. You for one region, pet. Me fan say Ashanti region, and you for one region, and that's how the for one district. You pilot project for 1 year near DBC. I'm telling you, sir. We even have ideas, sir. You bet me grant from different countries, European countries and United States. United States will give you grant. When you talk about say you person will establish a child welfare program or Ghana, grant. But who's we discount? I'm telling you, sir, Obi, we could have volunteer and go and teach and put things down. Yes, your education, your ideas need be your experience. I've worked on the field. I still continue to work on the field. So but yeah, I mean, one now connecting. You have to know somebody who knows somebody to know somebody to help build your country. So, and as a whole, benefits are making or hano. I'm not expecting that to get from there. So I just say, and so no frustration in your man kitty. But the government, when we are serious, they could have started a pilot project. May say a country, they don't take care of their children. A country, they don't take care of the women. A country, they don't take care of the elderly. Only a failed nation. Ghana or a failed nation. I'm saying that because the future of Ghana is the children. Now here is the case, man kwalaswa, them no obi point so ye a future of the nation. Here is the case, akwala 15 years or 17 years. You never see radio so near castle. You are pregnant. Now, a radio presenter is cursing this child, creating emotional and psychological abuse. Do you know the damage I didn't because of in future? In future, no, I say no. This so unprofessional gay yeah, or see what can concern win. Ki achene da. Ki start radio station down da.
As a matter of fact, about for him say Elfin and Kofo Abamu, a me person mesa bossa particular ama and Kofo T said about mobile reflections on whatever we are talking about, And it's for more Masai are joining Yang Ewahano. This is the very thing I can't was them. Presenter we at the Akwala your friend is saying interview supposedly or boa Akwala we this is the suppose or boa Akwala no say ye did not some about the dino or boano akanasa mamano ye hear some more or can't this very Akwala we and nuntine ye niabrea ye can sa same way and the ewahano muntie a kwaya sa presenter we Edi akwalai seni osikasa chire no ewa hanu mepamcho
No man catch them.
Nti wo kwa ide so no mse we de a ni se betimi aba.
Achai.
Nede.
Achai.
Nede ne ti se de. Ene wo ni esichile na nede.
Esichile.
Wa funu se bodies. Wonim se kontomwa. Wo ka che mi se edie na okodi ene de se esichile wo. Obi se nkan mi adokun wati.
Okay. Therefore
Papa
Sautie say ebimu wo achire they were laughing.
Papa me bua fu video now the brain no say over 2 hours but to be nyina because the more that I look at the video no
Therefore sorry I tell for mumfanche me sre whereby but eye me sre say there are empanimfo amuwo edan no mu. And this lady or the space in him said, "See a car and calculate crack and one facing wow to where you are with the space actually when near minim sawaya abrewa sense sawaya abesiwa so ye young go abrewa young minim who did yatam but the irony part of it is almost works and so
Obi, me bo fu. Aka get way aka me eche ni tumu kra che quick kra. First of all, you see, we will not allow a minor to be interviewed in a radio station, and if we decide to do that, there are protocols, there are measures. So, how we operate in the US here. Akwala or a victim of a situation like that, rape and as a pregnancy, me interview or more. You're setting up a room in a child-friendly environment where, based on the Akran age, or be feel comfortable. No matter say any need no man come. Or I'm the 1 or 2 questions be from relating to investigation now, in the answer, I information without forcing the child to give me that information. What you are saying now, Obi, say your place is be from the Child Advocacy Center. A them on your sister cameras for and me interview there are other people who more different rooms or more video. Into no, dear me mix betting ya catch it. And as I can be na man catch it into betting ya catch normal like me. What you are saying. And here is this case say, I can't feel comfortable talking to me and disclosing a whole lot of things. Now, me need police for cases, detectives for cases be a rape case. I can't never disclose nothing to the police for 3 months. Me use some measures no less than 10 minutes now. I can't can be actually. Who Jesus Christ? Who this person when him way no? Who did small gay in public? You are abusing this child, and then and then the people working in the radio station, again, like I said, as I said, they don't know any better, they are laughing. This is not a laughing matter. Psychologically, no more damage yakolano. So emotionally, no more damage yakolano. So I'm telling you, a professional psychiatrist and as a psychologist. So I say, I say damage pom no, any damage kitwa. Because I'm telling you, sir, this child has been affected psychologically. But what you are saying, this is how our DNA sit here.
So, or not the mood to crown pa, Sebi, or the war a dem hono, not colani mood nasa. Because your catcher was a wafuno say, your catcher was a when you say, yeah, and in the psychological when your catcher was a one cast a crowd to one who knew be out when you're and I wanted to go. And to look at how damaged I said there was he can. Not only my main phone line no and to james about some patrol. Abusa for Samre, yeah, this phone lines now at to just open so from me patrol bit me afraid ya bemu ewo aha no more 15095947120. That is WhatsApp calls. Open so from me straight that and also so ewo ho bit me afraid me straight now what bemu. Na ode also ode aba prince in siame da wase na afesu pokia ohin pokia ene de macho ewo aha me da se wo hwe ewo ha no wo pese ofra me pacho ekwan da ho obetimi afre ba for ye ntwa so
the pese me kanyina ne say radio presenter no ba for very unprofessional
na me ntwa wa no na manya obi wo line so ne ye mfa no pacho. Hello
Wait a bit.
Beatrice ni. Mami Beatrice ni.
Aye.
Me pacho Madam Beatrice me mo akwa ba obetimi akoso ama me.
Meje uso. Yeah, me pese. Aye. Yeah. Yes. Meje uso. Me. Yeah, me person me kind of say. Yeah, me person me kind of say. Colano, mo ye na sano. I say me nya feedback. Ewa me hanomo.
Sa, and Madam B sign a frame me back.
Colano. Okay.
Sign frame me back. Be me na yenwe. Me pacho. Yo, I'm say when your feedback be was until when to me and okay, but for course, mommy.
Radio presenter no very unprofessional. First of all, where did she get her training from? Second of all, who is the CEO of that radio station? You see, Hey, Obinaka case where the fan case, but come still radio station, come good radio station. Okay, Chroma. Come good radio station one time.
Menya Madam Beams house. I'm fan of me patch away the mintra no message of fast me, Mr. Wa. Madam B.
Hello.
How patchoti and Kaye?
Aye.
Okay, me patch.
Yeah, Master Mana said, I'm a tunka. Yeah, near me patch and said, near me dying in our say. Nah. Kolana Yadio mobile radio station, you know. I say we are not helping the children. We are causing harm than good. If we say, Kolano Ayadio Betnasi. Innocent case. Sa kola we crampono. Menjin say akoleye di even 16 years. Oye minor. What you say? Onimushi. Inchi sa ubisa kola say ukoye na bema no niwu die no ni dirty say. No one kasa sign my example say a war say a war ni esichire. The wahi na kola ise esichire. You are putting words into the mouth of this kid. Oya kola na dwere enyini ye. No one started say wo didi na tem. Enye nice. Me share sa program no. Na bibi pushing me say nka me kwa kotwea kola na efri ho. If say they are just damaging the psychological way of this child. Now you feel say ye boa won. Now so we are not helping these kids. We are rather pushing them back. Either on the streets or elsewhere into another hand of another useless man somewhere. So now you new training to a background sa radio presenters one more. I said they are just finding a cheap way of producing these programs to rate their radio stations just for people to watch. No more ratings. Now, the government has a lot to do in a way of bringing up our children. And yeah, our phone corner, but ya said here, ya will chrome hanum. So we a mother, no one shall obey ye grandboy, yet to meet you woman, everyone some. But yeah, mamuno, who call ye streeter and colano doors of crampo saying, one more woman here for where they ban saying, Madame Phobia, or then back 2 years or one walk from her, Edine Ghana. I could see away walk out Ghana for 10 years, or far colano by no. I didn't samukra. 4 months in here, it will take the grace of God for this boy to, or to make a such mommy anyhow. Just 12 years. Just 12 years. And yeah, now sometimes, we have to blame we the mothers because you said the anyakupon dia say yes side and say no the man yes say yet tin kola no ya said ye enti akola baako ehwere ne nkwa awo kwan a enye so a anyakupon ni parent bedi. Thank you very much.
Madam B, medase pa ene wonso so wadwenkyere ene wayi a wode aba. Bafo.
Baba.
Mame ensa emra wo so na dwumade we akakra ye roughly about 35 minutes na ye de dwumade no ebawie nti se opese ofra me pacho ye bebie kwan na ye bie kwan na ma obetimi afre de aba abisi. But for now ka bibi menim say bia ma free because of call ntin say we free dey na wo kan so a ubetimi atwa so but ma membusa wo saa ayigwe so because along the conversation who can say US ha no omo de se yenkoka ade no ewufie yenkoka ade no wufie no ebi ba ha Ghanaian community ni no omo de ba ha omo ye no wa ha anase US system no na ebe 10 ni kosa ade no me ntiase
the tiani say my say adwuma no my is 17 years,
Right.
I've had cases with Ghanaians several times. Na me kwa ebi a meeting ho na metwa ne saa ne adwuma na me ye na ebi wo mu hu sam ye Ghana ni until say they hear my accent and then they see they know my name. What you say? Na I remember one example be because a case be years ago. Na akra no ye 16 years old. On paper no ye 16 years old. But in reality, we shout when you sense. But the bottom line is, Oba Krumah was 16 years old. Now, no one knew of a bine or the same, knew of an year in a tier. And I knew of an year no. Also, I know more treatino. Also, I know more treatino. It to the stem cross or the iron, a shia colano.
Hey,
so that's you. Now, Colano, so no, Miss No is 16 years old on paper, no high school. But which means I know older than Sir, you know.
16.
In the high school one, now I say even though a student and no other students need teachers, you know. And you know, new of an year the iron share no. Anna one of the teachers no every case my in the case ni be na me pick up case na me call feel. The me call feel no who's on me Ghana for no match as here ketwi ni ade na me be some 1 or 2 questions ni ade. Now no by the time I am out fear no your background now you who lives there, how long what now adwuma year, those kind of things. O credit report plan your system be me running to know everything so that I will know who I'm dealing with, criminal history, all that stuff. I have that information. Until sometimes, you know, me ba fear I'm just me per confirmation be keke. We be so be sometimes just for a confirmation. Tia ko fear hono na. Of ano me catch you office be am ya bontin so ni bi ni ade ade. Na am say me free adwuma we mu na maba. Na manya report to be from school ni say wo fa si we no. Wo di ayon ayeden. Wo yele di ayon ahye no. Ana mabuna sa pam na free fie. Oya akoda boni ana ye dina ba krom ha ana osori a no baby sitting krofon kwala no baby sitting to on fasika ni mafie ana ya bono na onu pokura no onya akwala sa na say ni na mse papa na onim sa wo de ne ba no wo faale say o ye 16 ana kwa yansa me pacho me ya ban dipentu kasa yi so ade ase afa die ofa no ye gugwa no ma sha say biebie ni o ma bi su kire no and Jeffrey do bu sa asem ni esi o guys listen. By the way, Chrome hanu see enya case na say akwala ni hu atwa. Wo di ayo ahye no. Wo di belt abu na ma na atwa. So far as there is an opening wound on the body no, a automatic arrest. But what I say, na ma hu say ye Chrome fo no, omo ntini o ma bi ase. Nti ye chichi omo rough unnecessary. O di akwala no di ayi o di some belt hook up politim na pai ni ache na afere no anu no ho. Nti office ho no sa cases ni bi bana me hu say Africa for an so I can explain things to them. Just me you favor, explain things to them better. Now if we can avoid an arrest, then we will avoid an arrest. You call if you no funny ya gugwa. Offer. This is the situation. Where are you now with the action on meet me because I'm supposed to make that referral. And now grow. Into ya gugwa back and forth now. After Oh, brother, if you any fear, say, I'm saying, no, I'm just doing a job. Me, a human, me, yeah. My job is to ensure, say, 16 years away, no, more the iron watching, me making sure, say, or the saying, oh, baby, my pianist, ya bonting, is not good. Who catch him on your 16? I only himself me report this on your 16, and some be you ordinary, but also a 15 and also 16. Into me and Cassa is our crown or ya quada. Men Cassa and Chem say, when you see one say, you real free whom. So I say, and so maybe the man here, Juma. So far as I mine, I have to work accordingly. Unya me ye case we na me try to resolve without having any arrest involved. Na me momu ye bibi a friend family arrangement. Ama omunya baby ma kranit na we ya. Me kofi akoya me final visit na ma close case na. Obi me koya omato ayi or the say buy the box so some the chairman am see David. Because you always say, listen, I'm a professional, I'm just doing my job. It is what it is. I've done my investigation. Have a nice day. I move on to the next case. You see the mentality, no?
Yeah.
One the person channel. Into no, now come person mean any fear, but me any fear. I have to go according to the policy I'm according to the state law. So I just say, and as arrest baby, I can use my discretion to effect an arrest or not to effect an arrest. Now mama police are aware. Ain't no adwene that same adwene no ye di bia ba ha kataso mu aso unim cases a SCC won soli mu asofo bia tratra so. Actually after the fact no yenya case no nye hu so asofo bi na etu maami bifo ana say wo fa bifo someone report to case no. Not only in the Ghanaian community, in the Sierra Leonean community, in the Guinea community, in the Mali community, African communities, ni bebre imams cases are by binuma tratra so ni ade ade. Enti ni sa mentality ni say yenko ka no ofie ni ade ade no. Sa adwene no ye dia pa ha. Ba ha ne de ye so mu say twa I will make sure that the law works effectively. So they are saying
we have
a long way to go, Obi. We have a long way to go. Education will help. But again, Ghana be here. This social welfare for the government they think seriously about how our more child welfare system be effective. Protecting no mama like I said, there are so many Ghanaians for the army woman, the Ghana for baby, Nigeria for quite people are willing to come and volunteer. If they will not frustrate them, we can come and help create measures and policies and a whole lot of things for them.
Okay, and then I share one of bloggers Nibina UK names as I we see SM sorry mu nipa bi se na ye sofo se de bi akwako rapi amoye Ghana for I think the man did na ka sa asem we akwako rapi akola swati ase o Ghana ni no I think I read it on Facebook say and na Ghana ni ma me na ye rapi ne ba no e ko report to asem no ma police for sorry for no abba able mu say adenti na maame ne ko report to asem no e ma politi for ame aba be chi se pastor no so ye pastor so whatever adenti ya ko report to ame aba be chi no and o master ti edidi maame na tem airtime maame nani e wo that community ho yes na Pentecost church now I mean so but for asama make minim say wo hwe bi say wutie bi dia I really don't know say if say may great friends and information we have minim because me yet man said that I'm follow that trend too much but I heard it but I'm just saying say yeah kasa ye hu as a Ghanaian community Ghanaian na yet ono ye kasa ye di ba ye betimi a follow amana ye adwuma sabi enena me ne obi edi nkomo asema obusa me say imagine say obi ya MP na ne ba akwako rape obi akofoso obi enena ada wo MP na wo ho no na wo witnesses ade no are you going to be reporting obane say empower kwe say ndi ye meche na na it don't but for don't you think it says sometimes na enkayen yen as a nipan we are our attitude no needs to reflect these things and also the baby to me am change ni abana
Obi member wa asem no so na member wa example bi 2008 me koye case bi na case no it was a domestic violence case na the perpetrator no nipa na oye saade no oyo osofu omo ye Sierra Leone fo ana ne yire nyinsan a no wa ye stillborn so na minya case ni because ye koyi stillborn no now there was bruises and injuries on the stillborn baby.
Oh really?
Yes. That means say nikunu no oyo osofu no was shin throughout the pregnancy.
That's what I'm no na me nwanwa atimi go to the baby na was wumbu no no.
Yes. Obi cases there might be thousands. But and you know, I remember going to this case 2008. Now me ko fi ono. Na also for the church members be a real omo ye prayers. Ti me ko na me introduce me ho na me de me ID chrom na chrom say because I had domestic violence in internet. Na me ntimi mbusa nyoma bebre ho because the perpetrator na also me isolating no from the victim, no, and also the survivor, no, because omwa ya abuse no say perpetrator no omu ntimi nkasa yi. So into me isolate no. Ana me busa papa no, ana ototo papa so. Ana me busa oba no ka de omu nyina kire me. Ana m ka je papa say wonim baby. The why no. I can effect an arrest because what abuse my man I'm not call so are you or the saying stillborn baby. This is the second time. The first time they didn't call the report because wife was saying you're stillborn beer. There was some minor bruises on the baby. That means I will boom. So after the me case remember I said no more year prayers. Oh, if you now me interview my man in another room. Metiane say the enemy, they are praying against the enemy, which is me. There's a me, abani pana me the enemy. In the name of Jesus. I'm kind of awful. Where the Jesus in Mamushe. Because let me tell you something. You have to move out of this home. And so when free her, member police are chill. Because on far wife we afraid police are multiple times. The fact that you wasn't arrested doesn't mean that you never attacked her. And here is the case, Oko hospital, no, Oko was stillborn. Our Bruce was one of them. What meeting so me say, who attacking? And you even allow some church members to attack her verbally.
Really?
Oh yeah. Ain't you know me money to fear, and I'm the court and I'm calling court order against him. I'm going to say, Winnie baby, don't come near this woman. Me the order of protection to 2 aquam. I'm almost 1 year and me also for call counseling services. Yeah, from Bachelor's accountability services. So what they are saying. Obi. Sometimes the culture and the religion plays a major role. So, and you also have to know where the people are coming from. Okay, see around for you make a say they came from a bad civil war. And to be is normal for them. In the end, you from the cultural competency. You have to know the population that you're working with, what they believe, what they don't believe, how they see things. And to someone is in that spectrum now, you will know how to relate to them. For example, Sauko Fiebi Munase or Barney Bearmakers or Nini Crew Casanas were seen a sign of a respect in a different culture. In another culture, a sign of domestic violence. So I say, and you have to understand the dynamics of certain cultures and certain regions and everything. When we need to know Ghana, Obi, yet sir, some case now can. And for be and a was no Europe in warfare or England.
Thank you.
And then the church was trying to your friend re-victimizing the victim. There's a victim now, no, ya repu na or out no. The community and the church, they are trying to re-victimize the victim, meaning say, you need now who offer an answer also for no to be yes idea. Until you see, if there were measures in place in Ghana to say the England, they didn't see this guy was arrested, I think, 25 years, maybe.
Yeah.
There was another case Bia. Now sister Mandy so can the same another case sister Bia. Ni mami abuse na 30 years later. At the age of 60 years, the achi mami na kotumia man 8 years. So what I see because the mother came out after the fact. Onu wa warrior wo and or disclose to a teenager and the said no, you have to report the situation. After the fact, over 30 years, and our grandmother. You see, and you know, we don't have the measures in place. We don't have the systems in place. And a culture, also sometimes, you know, a detective how to like operate, how to report certain things. Okay, me go report to you. How would they see me? And it's on your man. Look at the radio station. Present a dim kwasiasem. Humiliate akola. No more. You see the mentality? They don't see nothing wrong with that. Because they would do the same, if not worse. And I make sense. Some radio station, okay, even Ghana, they can do it. You have to sue the radio station to shut it down. Him from a presenter, no, training from. See, why are you allowing somebody to put a baby like a child a minor in your radio station degrading the person. So you seal the living hell out of them, shut the radio station down. Next time we'll move to answer. Manuasi.
Yo, abusha for akakra na ye de dwumadi no aba wieye enti se opese ofra me ba cho line no eda so edamu ubetimi afre opese afre kra na pese osan afre bi ma ekwan no eda ho ma ubetimi afre na waba program ne so ye ka ene menya ye friends ba for wa ha no mo ye ka enkola ho asam ye busa ye ho questions say so enkola ehu asem krampo no ehu hia Ghana for ewo Ghana ana manya obi wa line so mame emfa no ewa ha. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Obi Michel with you for for Shalom ye.
Shalom ya jo so omu nyina obi ajo so shalom mane nkoma me.
Obi baby a ye fie ba no me say ya so ayehye pa na Michia bafo LMLS and yes a class prophet bafo in mire time a obo bia ya menhye no ya me mbo na ebusuafo ho ban ya me nhye na ma nhye na ma say wo invite kwa abasa program we Obi sa nneoma no me say edi African man anase Ghana man ni yankasa ye mu bi no ni ayafa mu no ye mu bi no omu treating it say slave ye ni ebusuafo nti o nso omu treating it say slave ye mu bi mu mpo omu ntumi engine bi mu wu ye. I'm telling you, imagine akwade a wanya bi abe 3-4 years ni ye na to boat mi so onko ye djuma we poso ye de bi mi call ye ji ni other places na me no aya me put questions man pay from me ne omotena no obi ka me grandma we ka chensa sa kwa we wuntumi fa ni cross border o cause questions obi bisa wo kwan so no wuntumi unti mamu nka say mod ni be ko bebia enti na yakasa ye mpanimfo no me say omu kita banku brains adwene enye adwuma sika pe na omu play politics no enti no bi mu si ye didi atam wo Facebook na ye ba no enye easy because on my bay ye nkwada omu ba no da chine hia ehun say mommy ni na esu madam Beatrice na osu wo ne so ayereho papa na ye bese say indafofro no wonya kwanja na openi ba for aba na wase abecheche asade right a so ye ne nkwada ate ne ade me ba sasa so yesu no me hu se ye treat me to say slave kwa wo me ko a me metim ntedum bia na me ra hawo tene ha mbo okra me se mbo okra se ne ai ye ma mbo okra attention no different bodom pa wo me ba ha me da big bell super na bodom ba ko da fa me se me na me ne bodom da wo broni kromi eni die ne mofro ne de yesomo mo eni die ne attention de man koda no so respect enti nipa no onyi ne ye na dam di bia mba na adwemu ye che no ye tete no ye in life enti ye best say program we akwanja bi bana bi wo a na mo afra baafo na principles ne kwan mo ye na ade nyina ade a ye be che mo ade ne yesua bibi me de man be send no bi foforo so afra obi amedamo asenso ai bye bye
Me da se kwasi me da se pa se won so ode e aba agusafo yiguso yiguso koso wa program yi aka about 15 minutes near the program no aba we and into this ope se obaso bi ope se ofre so a me pa cho kwan da ho e ma won se obetimi afre na ode abaso yesi ebusa bafo a cheche nyoma bebremu e wa ha no mo yebusa se and so how does child rights work in Ghana? Kwan be so na si fa so eye adwuma. Se yese ye wo right and kwala right wo Ghana. Ye wo e wo ho a kwan be so na fa so eye adwuma because le ye hu no. Ye hu ni se right no kra de am se eni ho kra. So ati ase. And afa so ye busa se what constitutes child rights in Ghana? E den ne de ade na ye hwe so e de kase sa de we de e child right e wo Ghana. And I busa say enkola said is protect one more Ghana no quite best when you protecting kola because our kola I do mo judgment ding e Ghana. So we enkola o free northern region no maba Kumasi no kwa Accra na ye de pine me part of government ankasa krampo etumi e sekutupa ekoto ndc apenso esi so this yisu so apenso esi so ye koto chance edema omu se omu fa so omu ti so fa nkoye kaya ye omu fa enkola sese nka omu ye school going age no ya ton chance dia ma omu aso omu ti so omu fa nkoye kaya ye eduntine ya busa se Ghana no enkola ho asem ehia ya wo Ghana enya nkola nko a next year bede yede ema so ho de enso beba but ne enkola ho asem na ye di ho komo enkola ho asem pa no ehia ya wo Ghana ba for mebusa se wo ye awofoa wo ye obi a wawo whether se wo ne wo kunu na wo ho anase wo ye kontonkro a wawo a wo training wo ba ekwan ben so na ewo se uhu se yes wo betimi afa so ahu ye de toto ha de a kwa ben so na betimi afa so ahu se me ba we no sabi obi maltreating wo baabi na me kwa report na me report to a ekwan ben because there should be a way ewo ho no mo a wo report sa de we a wo so wo di akire ma ehu se wanya justice dia ma akwala no the perpetrator na wo no ye wo ba ne sa no wadi ati e de na fa kwan bi so ekwan ben so na betimi implement sa de we wo.
Thanks for the question. So now, Shalom Busa question be and also some key statement be about child rights. So, when a universal, every child, you know, they deserve the basic right, which is the minimum degree of care of a child. Because the minimum degree of care, where the legal terms when I'm using. A child say, baby, akran also when your baby kakra that baby odi ni tribetuo. Ubenya antade kakra bi ahye ena aduale kakra bi adi. It is the responsibility of the parent or parents to ensure say akra no the minimum degree of care is met at the home. Also parent no or ensure say sabi o baby obetimi ni ne ba no another the man atena obemom bibi kakra adi at least twice a day. So I just say na say parent ni ntimi nya sa so a it is the obligation of the government to ensure say the child is not being abused. But what I say, how the government can ensure that obligation, no, then they say, omudi measures better to acquire. Now, a question here, the system don't work. And I don't know how to answer you. Because, say, America, Hanuna, who say, Bia, Akora, obi more treated, Ubanas, obi, Akrebi is being more treated. Which may have Fred 311, and then they will link you to appropriate numbers. No, now social welfare for and I say child welfare for yabomu nyabe adwuma. Na Ghana no, apart from social welfare for you know, any those who need waju for you know, minim kwan kura omo fa so ye adwuma. Ana omo report to what I mean, what mandates do they have? What time frame are they supposed to respond to a reported allegation? So be a report to say mahu allegation as I suspected an abuse and as a neglect or maltreatment be obey. The those who are now say what you office one right now no main fan is omo act as a child protection agency no. What obligation do they have to respond and at what time? Is it 24 hours? Is it 48 hours? Is it 72 hours? Who is checking them? Who is accountable for who? So what is the consequences? What is the accountability of the whole thing? So in the Asansa system, no, there is no accountability in there. Asansa system, no, they are not holding the government or the social welfare fund accountable for nothing. No. What you for and as those who follow, no, they are working according to what planner and as the policies are in place. But here is the case, and I may suggest to say, and I'm proposing, say, the government can at least start a pilot project from a region or a district 1B. Now, unemployed graduates here, they will recruit some of them, and then they will teach them. We will guide them and everything else. Now, particular district, the pilot project near the course. Now they continue to work towards getting grants, which I believe it will be easily acquired. So, like I say, Ubasa will build an effective child welfare or country. You will get the grants, free money. So now come taking now gradually, the young kakra now spread it throughout. But the only right now, the The Mima who says someone about social media and as about the public domain, they don't respond to it. And unfortunately, several children are being neglected, are being abused, are being maltreated, and nothing is being done to it. Manuel, it's all question here.
Yeah, well, yemfa we ne yemfa enchato. Yeah, well, your friend is a children's home baby kwa ene wakana. So ha, bebia nka ubefe bia no. There is I don't know. Kumasi, I think se Kumasi nkwa krampon ye wo children's home ababe de ho na wo and sana kra de e de aba enum ne ade. Can they use this particular entities here omoye children's home near ade no? Because that from Besema Manu is before the coso. Say who ideas are person.
First of all, the children's home, who is running the children's home? Is it privately owned or is it government owned? You see, you have to take all this into consideration. So if it's privately owned, is it a profit or a non-profit organization? Do you see where I'm coming from? And children's home, the government is owning that children's home. How are they running it? I don't know that Aqua foster home and as a group home bina sebi and kwala omufi sebia they need a place to stay and as many papa many mama they put them there. But like I said, if the system is working properly, a big creative jobs be brave, a big creative jobs be brave. Even if it's a privately owned children's home, we will hold them accountable, because guess what? The government will be giving them money to run those homes, and so therefore, we will demand accountability from them. But here is the case: that most of them is privately owned. I'm assuming they do whatever they want. They do whatever they want. They make their own policies and laws. So they are saying, but a government no almost sponsor. We will get multiple group homes. More creative, baby to say, child protection agents be and as a service be. Now say, investigation no more suspect is being neglected, abused, or maltreated. That's why here a group home. They will link that child to an appropriate group home. And yes, a baby but what you say, we want to also sometimes more issues and more problems beyond them confront and so on the material. Until we have a long way to go. And to answer, okay, because children's home are okay, and as a group homes here are okay. Privately owned, ABI for profit, and as a non-for-profit. And they're doing whatever they want, and the government, as sounds more effective with they are taking it just as that. So I say, but if the government was to do what they're supposed to do, they can hold certain organizations and other institutions accountable, and they can hold themselves accountable, and then they can also solicit funds, grants to support these group homes. Now, street children is what take a.
But for a day, no baby here, and then me person me busa. Have you ever heard they say, on senka all these ideas are here can. Me nim se Ghana say war. Because all Ghana for to quite pa na a bimusu bomb modern pa outside ha US ha and other outside places. Yetiminya where I would say this very thing no it's not linked with probably the topic now yeah cannot per se, but senke yetimi the tourism ministry no see what say. Omo diaspora no if you have any ideas biana. Write it down, bring it or draft it and bring it, send it to us. Now, one kasana idea now with the buyer, no, we will contact you near where Sibit Mia is our pilot program and Kawu can send children's affairs and your ma with 3 more best ideas, who much ideas, who much information, much a yibi and Kalbit Mia draw that policies, no. What can one kaunimu or monino? What can Kamunabum say, hey, ya friend me? Tourism minister frame me and as a children ministry be a frame me say me ideas na me want me policies and me want ya den na me family and me nim at the cry Ghana for how can we or how are we supposed to penetrate into Ghanaian your friends and community na a war through the government to bring these ideas to Ghana in coach and said be you know bit me abeboa amanioma bit say in kait me akoso Ghana at me put in place for Ghana.
Obi.
Do you? Yes.
Ghana and many African countries, they are losing based on brain drain. Because sebi yemu bi a yakoko ko me nka so mo Ghana no munko school ni bio. Dodo also is very highly educated. But some of the brightest among the Ghanaians, yɛ tutu kwan. Ebinom kuta PhDs, double PhDs, masters, bachelors, and they have so many experiences. In New York, I say some of the best doctors now are Ghanaians. And I know a couple they try to go and establish. They frustrated them. Oh, because now deep. Because first of all, we don't have a national agenda. We don't have a 10-year or a 20-year national agenda. We have a party agenda. So I say MPP banom dom die nam NDC banom dom die nam we si dan ya we nkotoa so kwasi asam nko a. Unless say we have a national agenda, it includes a component of social welfare and how to tackle child protection cases no and help because me ko na me di meeting ko na me se me ko present bibia party we ba and some say they might not benefit from it. It will not continue. But if we have a national agenda, to say America hano, sebi appointed crowd be this na things will still work. But them new Trump be this. We say you must say yeah, you must still.
Yeah.
Because we have a national agenda. But they have a party agenda. And the party agenda no go be a child welfare sikabe no benya wumu. Esanso onye sika wumu nti onkonko be. They won't even think about it. And to answer your question, no, we need a national agenda. Specifically, to do justice to this topic, a national agenda that talks about the safety and welfare of all Ghanaian children. Near the measures are to akwamu. Say, 5 years from now, no, I also create a pilot project to be about child protection services or all regions. 10 years from now, no, all districts, and kakra. So the next party, the next government, they cannot change anything. And then the people who are helping to sponsor the program, and I say who are working under SAR program, they will be paid well. So the frustration behind then Emma. But what I say, Obi, that is the best way I can answer your question because the Ubusamino. As any national agenda, become be any juma. Any juma. O parliament. Nana say cruise no conto call away. Move to 2 bros. We almost lost Mao. I do the bang. I know the best child welfare law. I must say, let's protect the children. On anybody about do crap background to Ghana. Do no crown or mumma anti Ghana. It is the old kind of crowd on any case. Understand the back to Ghana home crowd or call private school. Private car, they call drop pulling a picking up. Until they are not feeling it. 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 So, they are making and say we need social welfare for to reconsider or think about creating a child protection agency and bringing everybody on board, including the hospitals, the schools, the law enforcement agencies, even the religious organizations, make mandated reporters, educated the public about those kind of situations. Now, solicited for grant to start this project. So and I'm just telling them, say, the Ghanaians are here. The Ghanaians have that experience. A whole lot of Ghanaians, they have that experience to come help build this, develop policies. A bit to me, attest our system, in considering our culture and our tradition and our belief system in the education. I resolve some of these issues. See, nothing will change. It will be the same thing over and over and over again. Nothing will change.
But for Medawase and say your twins are friend or waba na wabeche no mama. I think say ye beshe see bit me the sa program we assign up be me bit me can this very topic no ho asem beam ni yet to me up to your boss say I liberty yeah because enkwala ni near future minim sempanimfo no ehunu saa e wo Ghana de a because a lady a whoop and moon where the 70 years, where the 60 years, oh baby wuna wako. Enti busa ho se enkwala na yeja omu wa jeje mu a omu da street so. Enkwala na ye hwe ema empanimfuo bi a omu de omu adwene nya adwuma abuse wo omu. Enkwala na ye de omu kwa akotena radio station ni yaka hye omu adwene mu se omu ho nye fe, omu afono soso, omu anim ti se sei na edi omu trimu dem. Emma omunya confidence bia wo omumu se mete ho no se sei na mete akrampo na this is what I can do ye protect wo omu no ye beba be ka ho asem isan se eda yakoma so sabi mete hai me wo enkola wo Ghana sabi mete hai minuamu wo eto Ghana na nti so ma mpa me ka ho asem wo ha na se wo nsusu wa ma me ka bia me pa chaw enye danya asem no befa ho one day na sense ankola we yantimi amwa emma wo mu good policy systems ebeboa wo mu a eman no hefa na ekọ America ha wo mu protect wo mu nkola Europe wo mu protect wo mu nkola because wo mu nim se wo mu ni future na wo ba benyini na se mo a mu di so asempanimfo no se ya protect mo na mu nyini ya mo ba be yese ya aka mu ndu ba bia amadu mpanimfo mo mankola ho asem hia omo party ni mienu nyina bia ni hono mo a omo ready manifesto me hu se yatimi accrete baabi se aha nkola dia ye ba nkola ne kwan se ni ye de befa so ye de omo befa so police fo nye yi nkola ho adwuma yie wo de kwa ye se asem we de ye ntimi nka sa asem we de koyi kofie ene ye jeopardize nkola ne future asem sebe ema wo enemy bafo medase se ne your friend is me to me safre wo de aba na wo de onim de abeta me pacho ye be san to safre wo biem na waba na yasan aye the same topic no yasan chechi emuye meda wase se ene wo baaye nti bafo ma me emfa wo ensi ha no mo na ma menje omre bebre medase pa.
All right, you're welcome.
Yo abizanfo said mesika ye no ye de ene dwumadie we no esi ha no mo Raskino mahu se afe na wa join ne menua ene yaka batu betimi akọ achi na wakotie na wahwe na Williams enso so eba so ena Ernest Agoloso enso so mahu se mu nyina afe ena mo join ne nyina enso ye Madam B Beatrice Gonu medase sa wo freye na wo beka de e wo sa wo kan efa enkola ho na afe so your friend say shalom enso so eba shalom medase sa wo de wanu di sem eba ye Prince Nsia na o hwe Pokua ohene na o hwe Prince Ado na onso so o hwe na afe nso so Madam B medican abo udin ewo ahanomo deda afe so Leonard Chucky and so you were just watching us medase say and so na wo hwe samotachi na wo so o hwe munyina medamuna mase se mobile na mode munim de any support ebebe support any program no nyame adoma next week Sunday the another program ebeba se yantoa we ni so aye different topic ebeba eboa yen educate yen inform yen na afi so ya no interaction and so se adomdom yen na samante menka bi mu a mepam chaw na chese enede ne de makra mo medamu nyina amase mohwe mo yi ewo mo wiase. Thank you very much.